Hi guys, and welcome back to Ninth Period. We're your hosts, Kira,
Charlotte,
and Chase.
And today we will be interviewing Miss Fiocchi, formerly Miss Bakalenko. So tell us a bit just about your growing up in high school and everything.
Okay, so I actually came to the U.S. from Ukraine. I was 2 years old when I came, so there's really not much that I remember, but I grew up speaking Russian. I learned English from watching television from my sister, because she went to school before me. But as far as school, I always enjoyed going to school. I particularly liked my arts and language courses in high school. I went to a really, really big high school, Violin High. I think I graduated with a little over 700 kids. So I didn't really play any sports or anything, but I did enjoy going to such a big school because it gave me the opportunity to meet so many kids from different social circles. I never had the same I never had classes with the same group of kids. I know a lot of times you guys do here.
Yeah.
But I just love that it gave us the ability to kind of get to know so many people throughout my high school experience.
What state did you come to? Did you come straight to New Jersey or?
No, actually we moved to Pennsylvania, around Philly area. So we actually came to the States as refugees. And we, I had my mom's sister lived in the States. She moved here a little bit before us, so we kind of stayed with them maybe for about a year or so. And then when I was about kindergarten, we moved to Vineland, New Jersey. That's where I live now and where I went to high school.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So in high school, what jobs did you have?
In high school, I started working as a counter girl at a little Italian mom and pop shop. It was a little pizzeria. They had brick oven pizza. So I started as a counter girl. I would put together to-go orders, and then maybe within a year or two, I started waitressing at the same restaurant, and then I worked there for probably 5 years, and then I served at a couple other places, maybe up until I probably got my teaching job. It was very good money, paid the bills.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to school, so I actually went to Cumberland County for 2 years. I did the New Jersey Stars program and saved a ton of money. So I went there for 2 years, and then I went to Rowan for another 2 years.
So did you always want to be a teacher, or?
That's a good question. So I think deep down I always wanted to be a teacher. I really enjoyed reading and writing. I really started enjoying reading and writing probably when I was a junior or senior in high school. But I think deep down I always wanted to be a teacher. My parents pushed medical degree on us, and both my sister and I both went to school for nursing, and we switched our majors. So neither of us are nurses. And then I knew I always wanted to teach English, and I knew I always wanted to teach older students, just because I think I really enjoyed high school. I had a really good high school experience, and I made really good connections with some of my teachers. And I think that's something that I wanted to do as a part of my job. So,
Did you always teach ninth grade? Or did you start out older?
I taught ninth grade student teaching, and then when I first started working here about 9 or 10 years ago, I started teaching 9th, 10th, and 12th, and then at some point I taught 11th. So I've taught every level of high school. Yeah, but I've always had at least one group of 9th graders.
What's your favorite grade to teach?
I think 9th grade is my favorite. I know it comes with a lot of a lot of challenges, but I like being able to mold them, kind of set my expectations early on in their high school career, just because they can be a little immature sometimes. But I think I like having them early on because I get to establish my expectations with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, they can be a little more fun sometimes.
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
coming from middle school, so especially they still have that younger sense to them.
Exactly. There's still a little innocence in them.
how'd you meet your current husband? Did you meet him in school, or how'd you meet him?
So I met my current husband, actually, so he's from Vineland, he's from my hometown. I actually know him through like mutual friends. He went to the prep, I went to public school, so like we never really crossed paths that way. I think the first time I ever saw my husband was at my gym, because we lived in Vineland together. Yeah, both of us lived in Vineland, and it was when he was like home from college or something. And then just like through friends, like hanging out with mutual friends, we got to know each other.
So how was your wedding? How was all of that?
It was the best day of my life.
Aw.
Really?
Yeah, so it's funny because like through the whole planning process, it was like exciting, you know, but like very stressful.
Yeah.
And then like maybe like a week before, I was like, I just want to get this day over with because I do not like a lot of attention. I was like, we had like 250 people at my wedding. So I was like, I just don't like people watching me. Like, I hate being the center of attention. But then like when the day finally came, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
And at the same time, you were building a house, right? Or you're redoing a house.
yes, so we bought a house and we flipped it completely. It's pretty much done. Pretty much done. So like, yeah, we've updated everything, but it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, at one point we were like breaking down walls and like we had like a bat fall out of the wall.
Dead one or alive one?
A dead, oh thank God it was dead. It was a dead bat. It was a lot of work, but it was nice. It was like a labor of love, you know, we like put in what we really wanted. But you know, we're still like browsing. We're like, oh, you know, like we're open to buying another house, but we kind of like where we are right now. It's enough for us now.
What type of style did you make it?
I think it's like a mix of modern and traditional.
That's
you know,
nice.
yeah.
Was there anything like fun, like unique that you guys did at your wedding, or?
Something unique we did. My first dance was with, I mean, not my first dance. My dance with my dad was like a Russian song, like a Russian Ukrainian song by a Slavic artist. He's like a pianist. I don't know. I don't know that we did anything like super different. Like it was a nice mixture of like my Ukrainian culture and my husband's Italian culture. I think that was cool about it.
In itself.
Yeah.
How long were you guys engaged before you got married?
We were engaged for about a year, maybe a little over. Yeah, it was about a year.
And how about dating? How long did you guys date before you?
We dated for 3 years before we got married. So yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 years.
Nice. How do you engage to you? Like propose and everything?
He proposed. So we have a beach house in Longport. We always like take strolls down the beach and like down to like the jetty at the end of the beach. And it was just kind of like something that was natural to us. Like we always would like walk down, like we'd come to the beach, would walk down to the jetty, and so like one day we were like, you know, actually it was like winter break time, but we'd still go down in the winter time. It was nice because like there's no one around, there's no crowds. So like we walked down to the jetty and he proposed there. So it was kind of like, it was just like something that was ours, you know?
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
And that was, you guys got married before or during the pandemic?
Right before the pandemic.
Before, right? Yeah.
So we missed it, right? Like, I think December is like really when it came to the States. We got married in November.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that it's been that long already.
So you, since you've been teaching here 10 years, you obviously taught here before, during, and now, like, we're without masks, technically after, in a way, the pandemic. So how did you handle, like, were you more stressed during the pandemic when you were teaching virtually? Like, how that went?
I definitely think I was, especially at the beginning, because there's so much unknown, you know, like I think for the students as well as the teachers, like we had to literally take everything that we've taught or like what we need to teach and like completely changing it to, you know, teaching online and making sure the kids are getting what they need, like teaching Shakespeare, you know, like virtually is so tough, especially like the first year we didn't even have the virtual lessons. It was just like, I think we
just nothing, right?
Yeah, it was just assigning work, and it was so hard.
Didn't we got 2 weeks off, and then we just didn't do school?
Yeah, we got 2 weeks off, and then extended, and they used to just give us,
we would just post assignments and grade.
Yeah.
Like we would post like a little, like, you know, some you know, an assignment, we explain it, what you need to do, what you need to learn from it, but then, and like just grading it, but it was tough to like give you feedback outside of like, you know, the Google Docs.
I can't imagine learning Shakespeare.
I know.
think
It was tough. But I think it was like, we adapted. It was like, it was rough. I think teaching all online, like the kids are completely different students. Even like, when we went virtual, I think was it this year? We went virtual right after, right after break, holiday break. Like my class is a completely different class online. So
Like quieter?
Like no one participates when like I have like an 8th period class. They're so like loud and excited to like talk and share their opinions, but online, you don't really get that.
Yeah.
I wonder what makes it so kids don't want to answer as much virtually as they do in classrooms. Like I guess engagement level.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
they're
like
more
it
engaged.
shows that it's
Yeah.
like takes more effort
For
them to do it.
And I think also like, the fact that some students can, like someone can record them or something, like that, like there's like a sense of anxiety that comes with that maybe. And I honestly think like kids were definitely not as motivated because there's so many distractions at home. They have their phones, their TV might be on in the background, like everyone has their screen off, like, you're getting a snack. So it's, engagement was definitely off during COVID.
So now that we're back with our masks off and everything, you think also doing it all virtually taught you a new way of how to work with students and teach new things?
Absolutely. I mean, definitely helped us adapt better.
Yeah.
And it, like I think there are certain things that I prefer doing in person or like prefer doing how I did it originally. And then there are things where I'm like, okay, I kind of like how I redid this assignment or like kind of like forced us to do something different. So you kind of have, both to work with.
I feel like a lot of teachers do like online games a lot more now than they did before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because now there's like GimKit and there's Kahoot, there's the Quizlet Live, and I feel like before the pandemic I only knew Kahoot.
Yeah.
But so I think that makes it more
There's
fun.
definitely more like computer work, I feel like incorporated in.
Yeah.
It's almost all computer work for most of my class. I'm not sure.
Did you guys have the binder system when I was with, like,
Yeah.
when you guys had me?
Yeah.
So we don't do that at all. I just post everything online now, like, so I'll do classwork and a do now. And
Do you like that better than the binder system?
I do,
Wait,
because I
what?
think they don't have enough, like, they can't
we have
lose their
the
papers.
paper?
It's all there.
Yeah.
It's all attached. I'm like, turn to
With
323.
the
like,
letters.
I
and
remember
stuff.
those.
Oh,
was
yeah,
that?
the letters.
It was like letters.
I was so
A1,
stressed
Oh,
because
yes.
we did the binder checks, and I was like,
do I have this paper? Should we check it? I know.
Yeah.
It definitely, it made the system work better on Google Classroom. It is more work for like me to have to post everything, but it's a small price to pay.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer grading like online or grading paperwork? Which
Do I prefer? I think I still prefer on paper. So like a student will do, like if they submit essays, I still will do like I'll do a rubric and then I'll do comments on a piece of paper and like give them feedback that way. I do prefer on paper.
I definitely like when teachers like grade it more like by hand, because like online it's like you get it wrong, but like if a teacher's grading it by hand, like they'll give you like some credit if you're like on the right track, or you can see like what they would do to like fix it or something.
Exactly. You kind of see where they were coming from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where do you think like the future of teaching is going? Do you think there's going to be any more paper, or do you think it's going to?
Honestly, I think it's gonna like revert back to paper.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
honestly, because like just seeing how like I have a lot of students that like they don't submit their work because they don't like doing it online. And if it's an assignment where I'm like, okay, everyone's just, like submitting this online, they just don't do it, I don't know. I think there's still some like something important about like holding a book or like writing your essay. I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna go all digital.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, because a lot of my teachers, like one teacher said that like their work used to be all paper, and now everything we do is online.
Yeah.
To like
No, it
save
is.
paper. So I feel
Yeah.
like that probably maybe.
I think like maybe there will be a balance of the two, because I don't know. There's still like like it definitely more efficient maybe with like the computer, but
I think in college now it's pretty much digital, except for like exams. It's mostly digital. So.
yeah.
Or like how people like kids aren't even learning like cursive now.
I know.
Oh my God, yeah.
Blows my mind. I know. And it's funny because sometimes like at the beginning of the school year, like everything was still digital. Like every once in a while now, like I'll hand out a handout, and like when I give them paper assignments, like I'm like, oh, I can actually see your penmanship now. Like it's like a part of that I miss,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They don't teach cursive.
Yeah.
They stopped teaching when I was in, is it elementary school?
Yeah, I learned it like 3rd to 5th grade.
I only learned
Third grade,
lowercase. I didn't learn
Really?
uppercase.
I think I only
So
learned
I
in
used to
3rd
just
grade,
fake
and that was
my
it.
uppercase.
I remember because we learned it in elementary school, and then in middle school we could only write in pen and cursive on paper
Yeah.
in our English
What?
classes. Yeah,
Well,
they
that's
probably changed it
Yeah,
now.
Definitely.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't do that
in
in
8th
Berlin
grade
schools.
because they were like, oh, in high school you're gonna have to write in cursive in pen on paper.
Yep.
No,
I remember that.
not at all.
But at least you can read it well
Yeah.
too, you know?
Yeah.
My penmanship definitely got worse though. Being
Yeah.
online, I like go to write something. I'm like, oh my goodness. Years
Yeah.
ago, it would not look like this.
Yeah, I think when the pandemic first started and virtual learning started, I tried to like write my notes on paper still, like aside, so I didn't
Yeah.
like get bad handwriting or anything. But eventually, I just stopped it.
Yeah.
I just went all digital. Now we're gonna do our speed round. We did it with Rosser, and it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna keep doing it with you. So with these types of questions, don't think too hard into it,
Okay.
and you can either answer like lighthearted, or if you want to go into it, that's fine too.
Okay.
Oh my God, where'd it go? Okay, they're right here if you guys need some ideas. All right, we'll start. Favorite color?
Green.
What type of green though?
Emerald green.
Like that green?
That is not emerald.
That's emerald green.
It's like
more
it's like a
muted.
lighter, like mint green.
That's
Yeah.
like lime.
All right, what's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear, spiders.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
I don't know.
Do you
What-
know like your moon sign? And your
No, I don't.
rising?
I don't know anything about horoscopes.
What color do you think English is?
Oh, we had this discussion.
Yeah.
This was a do now in my class. I personally think English is red.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
You,
What color do you think math
It should
is
be
then?
yellow.
oh wait,
Oh,
yeah,
hold on.
yeah, I forgot.
Wait, hold on. No, I lied. English should be blue. Math is red.
Yes.
Okay,
what about
that's what it is.
science?
Science, to me, science is blue because, like, I think, like, a cold, like, chemistry, beakers, like, cold environment, I think blue.
That's understandable.
You
Not
know?
green.
I think of
chemistry.
biology.
I know. Like, my kids debated that. I mean, and I can see nature.
I don't see social studies as yellow though. That's
I
the one that's
definitely
very
see
weird.
history as yellow.
You do?
Yes.
See, I can't. Why?
I see history.
I have a tally. We did a whole, like, I took a tally of all my students from all my classes, and I can give you my
What color?
results.
What color do you think it is? Like orange?
What? History?
She
Yep.
said yellow.
History's yellow.
It's like process of elimination though. It's like
No,
yellow's the
history
only
is a
one, so
yellow,
just like
is yellow to me. I don't know why.
Orange? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That's not really.
I think, like, I don't know.
All right, another one. Favorite movie? All-time favorite movie.
All-time favorite
Or current.
movie or current?
You're following
Oh
the
God,
moment.
I can't pick.
What's like a movie you've like watched since
What's
you
a
were
comfort movie?
yeah,
you put it on.
comfort
it's
movie.
just-
Younger.
and
You
it's,
put it
you
on,
can watch
yeah,
it no much
background,
how many times.
Okay, comfort movie. Oh, I love 10 Things I Hate About You.
Me too. Oh my god, I love that movie.
I like that
I like
movie
old
too.
school movies.
Uh-huh. And I know it's not the speed round, but on the topic of TV shows, we need more in depth about the whole Nate Jacobs picture. I need to know.
Yeah.
It was a gift from Miss Perez.
Uh-huh.
Why did Miss Perez print
Yeah,
his
why-
face out?
I don't know. She had magazines in her room.
So just one day,
That's
did she just
even
walk up to you
better.
and just say,
We're Euphoria fans. So.
yes.
She just
say
Did
something?
she
She
put
said,
it up
"This is
there?
for you."
Do you know if she's team Maddie or Cassie?
I don't know,
What
but
are
I know
you?
she's Team Fez.
Yeah. Okay.
What team are you?
That's all that matters.
Probably Team Fez. Even though I love Jake Elordi, the actor, not his
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Not Nate.
Yeah.
Cucumbers or pickles?
Both, but pickles. I am Ukrainian. We pickle
Really?
everything.
Like regular pickles or spicy pickles more?
Probably regular pickles.
Has there ever been like something supernatural that happened to you, like a ghost story or like something
Nothing.
something like out of the ordinary, like?
I don't think so.
What's your favorite word?
Favorite word? Ooh, I don't know.
Mine's crisp.
Is there a word you hate?
Goes from the back to the
mine would be
front.
like yogurt.
That's your favorite word? That would be like low on my totem pole.
Yogurt is such a weird word. Like,
But you like that it's weird?
I don't know. It's just weird. I just thought of it like yogurt.
What's the first concert you ever attended?
Paramore.
Yes. Yes. I love this.
Do you have a hidden talent?
No, I don't.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
Have you played any instruments?
I used to play the violin. Grew up playing the violin.
Oh, I used to
You think
play
you can
that
still
too.
play
I probably can, but probably not well. I used to play in an orchestra.
Oh,
So did
that's
I. I
fun.
used to go to like private lessons and stuff
too.
for it, and then 8th grade I quit when I went to high school.
Me too. And I like really didn't play that much, so yeah.
I
would
used to
probably
like it,
just
but
have
it just got
terrible-
too much.
It was
much
too much.
stress.
Yeah, my violin teacher was very like strict, very
Yeah.
harsh, and I remember, and my parents were very strict when it came to lessons. They're like, you're gonna play this song, you're gonna practice, stand upstairs, practice until
Yeah.
you get it 100% like perfect. And I would cry and play my violin at the same time.
Oh no.
It was terrible.
Do you have a favorite type of noodle?
Favorite type of noodle? Ooh, I like ramen.
Okay.
And then as far as like Italian noodles, I like farfalle.
Okay.
So like the butterfly, the
Yeah.
bow tie, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I would have never knew what that was if
Yeah.
it wasn't like bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is one thing that surprises people about you?
Maybe that I speak like multiple languages.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much
2 languages.
Okay.
Well, I speak Russian fluently.
Mhm.
I understand a little Ukrainian, even though I am Ukrainian. I speak like very, very little basic French, very, very tiny bit Spanish,
What'd you
Okay.
take in high school?
Russian.
Russian?
But because we had such a large population of like Russian Ukrainian students, we like our Russian was like very advanced. We did like Russian literature where we read in Russian, so it was tough.
You said you like to travel like earlier. Where'd you go?
So I've been all over the U.S.
Do you know how much states you've been to?
Probably at least like 25, 30. I've been to France, I've been to Italy, I've been to Germany, I've been to, did I say Spain?
No.
Spain, and then all over the Caribbean. I've been to Canada. I think that's it.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is definitely Europe. I think Spain and Italy were my top favorites. When I went to Spain, we were there for like the Festival de San Juan. It's like their summer solstice, so it's like it was just like a huge celebration. When I went to Germany, we were there when they won the World Cup, so
That's cool.
that was a lot of fun. Yeah, and then I have a cousin that lives in Germany, so we had like a really good, authentic experience.
Have you been back to Ukraine since you moved to the U.S. or no?
I've been back to Ukraine. The last time I went was when I was in college. I was a junior in college. Yeah, so I stayed there for about 2 weeks with my aunt who still lives there.
Very nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For coming in today.
You're welcome. I was glad to be here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
And we'll see you next week.
Please say who your guest was again.
Our guest was Miss Fiocchi. You just teach ninth grade right now, right?
9th grade English.
Ninth grade English teacher. Peace.
Can we make like a catchphrase like, booyah?